everybody, this is Tamika. This is actually going to be my first video response. I just looked at a video from MadisonWLS and I went to go type my comments and I saw that it was going on and on and on, and so I said this is a perfect opportunity for me to actually video something and or record something and submit it. So here are my thoughts. You are absolutely correct. We cannot compare ourselves to each other. I learned that early on this weight loss process. I realized that I am very competitive just by nature. I've always been that way, but it's something that can work against me at times if I'm not aware of it, and if I am not making sure that I am being competitive when I need to be competitive and not being competitive when I don't need to be competitive. So here goes. My first bariatric meeting, it was actually orientation. We all weighed in. Every time we went to a class or anything that we needed to do, we had a binder, we took it with us, we weighed in. So we go to orientation, we weigh in, I weigh a certain weight, everybody else weighs in, and then we come back for our first class. So this was maybe, and during orientation, the dietitians taught us a lot. We got our actual meal plan. We were supposed to be eating about 1,200 calories a day. So there were some do's and don'ts, and initially at that, at that first appointment, they told us, stop drinking sodas, start making your lunch, stop eating out and all that. Maybe about 4 months later, we actually came back again, and most of the people that were in orientation were in this second class. I'm sorry, my hair is messed. Oops, wrong side. We came back about 4 months later, and there was this one day, weighing again, and people were losing weight, and they were so excited. And this one guy, I remember, he lost, I think, 40 pounds. And I didn't lose anything. I think I might have gained 2 pounds or something like that. But why? Because I didn't do what I was supposed to be doing. But still, in that moment when everybody was all excited, oh, I lost 20, I lost 40, and I was like, I started feeling bad. And I think maybe the first 30 minutes of the class, I was zoned out, feeling bad about myself. And then I realized, well, why are you feeling bad? You didn't do what you were supposed to be doing. So this is normal. I say all that to say, I love subscribing to everybody. I love hearing about everybody's journeys. Sky Moon 1982 is the person who actually motivated me so much to even want to do this, to even want to record my weight loss journey and really, be more in touch with everybody. I think she has an awesome story, but I also realize that my story can be completely different from hers, and that's okay. So anyway, back to MadisonWLS. I appreciate your post. I think you are dead on. One thing that we have to always remember is that we have had different surgeons, different band sizes, different types of bands. Some people have the lap bands, some people have the realized bands, some people have 4cc bands, 10 bands, and I think the other one is 14 bands. So we all have different types of bands. So even people who have been banded, we can't even necessarily completely compare ourselves. And even for the people who might have, I have a 10cc band and somebody else might have a 10cc band too, I can't compare myself to her or him because we are different people. We are probably not eating the same things. We're probably not exercising the same ways. We might not necessarily be on the same meal plans and all of those types of things. So, you are absolutely right. You just sort of struck a chord with me, and I felt like I needed to just say, you know what, girl, that is a very important message that everybody needs to hear. And I wanted to really thank you for sharing your thoughts about that with us, because especially for the newbies, I'm 1 week and 2 days out. That's something that I need to make sure that I always remind myself of. And there was one other thing. Oh, I wanted to say 54 pounds. You were talking about your 54 pounds. That's amazing. You know, how many people can say, you know, I've lost 54 pounds. You know, that's a big deal. And so I know you know this, but, you know, don't take that joy. Don't allow anything to replace that joy that you have in your heart for accomplishing that, because that's great. It's awesome. I love your videos. I love your smile. I think you just have a really pretty smile. I always like to see you, and I think your energy is very upbeat and positive. So continue sharing things like that with us. Continue to remind us of those things. And you know, I know that there will be days when perhaps we've only lost 5 ounces for the week. We need to celebrate that 5 ounce, you know, those 5 ounces. And there'll probably be weeks where along this journey, which all of our journeys are unique to us, and there might be weeks where we actually gain 5 pounds because maybe we're eating, you know, things that we shouldn't be eating and not doing the things that we should be doing. And I think that we can also celebrate that if we have the mentality of knowing, you know, I did something wrong. I need to make some adjustments in what it was that I did. Start back from the beginning. Go back to the basics. What did they tell us to do in the very beginning? Let me go ahead and do that. Celebrate the fact that we've made that adjustment in our minds, and pick up ourselves and keep moving forward. So that's going to be my motto. It's just forward motion at all times throughout this journey. And you know, if there happen to be mishaps, just, you know, the main key thing for me is to realize what I did wrong and to make the adjustment and celebrate the fact that I actually did that. So thank you, MadisonWLS. And as you can see, your video provoked some thoughts within me as well. So I am actually going to post just some personal information, maybe later on today or tomorrow. I want to make a video, but as you can see, I'm still in my holiday jammies. I really slept late today. I guess my body was tired. I didn't realize that I was tired. I slept until like noon, which is really, really strange for me. I got up at some point and then I went back to bed. So, checking out YouTube. Thanks for listening. Thanks, MadisonWLS. I'll talk to you guys later.